Concerns surrounding the Omicron variant could end up lowering the price of petrol and diesel in India as well as in other countries. What's the relationship here between petrol prices and the Omicron variant? Here's what you need to know. Number one, how much is crude oil? The price of Brent crude oil saw its largest monthly fall since the beginning of the coronavirus pandemic. The fall was from $84.4 US per barrel at the beginning of November to $70.6 US per barrel by the end of the month. Number two, what's going to cause oil prices to fall? In simple terms, the answer is the concern surrounding the Omicron variant. In London, for instance, last month, crude oil futures showed a sharp loss in trading as the World Health Organization stated that the Omicron variant poses a high global risk, even for those who have received their vaccinations. Now, oil prices posted losses amidst these concerns. For instance, traders anticipated less planes in the air. If there is another lockdown as well, there will be less vehicles on the road. In addition to this, a recent announcement of a planned coordinated release of emergency crude oil reserves by countries including the United States, Japan, India, China, the United Kingdom, and South Korea has also brought oil prices down. Now, oil prices had nearly doubled over the past year, and you may have noticed this by paying high gas prices at petrol pumps. The United States has announced that it will release 50 million barrels of crude oil from its strategic reserves. India has also announced a release of 5 million barrels, and the UK has announced a release of 1.5 million barrels of crude oil. Number three, what has the central government done for oil prices? Now, the centre has announced a 10 rupee per litre cut in excise tax on diesel and a 5 rupee per litre cut in excise tax on petrol. In many states, there's also been a cut in the value-added tax on both petrol and diesel as well. Despite this, petrol and diesel prices are unchanged and remain high. The reason for this is because state-run oil marketing companies, or OMCs, have kept prices unchanged and high. Examples of OMCs are the Hindustan Petroleum Corporation Limited, the Indian Oil Corporation Limited, and Bharat Petroleum Corporation. Now, unchanged prices is both a good and a bad thing. The bad part about it is that prices are currently high for both petrol and diesel across India. In Mumbai, petrol is currently 110 rupees per litre, in Delhi over 95 rupees per litre, and both in Chennai and Kolkata over 101 rupees per litre. Likewise, diesel in Mumbai is over 94 rupees per litre and over 91 rupees per litre in Chennai. The good part about this is that prices are stable despite volatility in the market. As Omicron poses a new threat, it is still to be determined what sort of hit the economy is going to take because of the Omicron variant. Now, this is dependent on factors like how responsible citizens will be and how the government will act in handling it. Now, Omicron may or may not cause a lockdown. If there is a lockdown in India, there will be less of a demand for petrol and diesel with fewer vehicles on the road and fewer planes in the air. Which brings me to my next point. Number four, will we see relief at petrol pumps? If the international price of crude oil is down, which it is at present, oil marketing companies, or OMCs, will most likely cut petrol and diesel prices for consumers. This will bring relief to vehicle owners and users. It is important to note, however, that OMCs have not been strictly following global benchmarks since the start of the coronavirus pandemic and have also held prices constant during periods of volatility. It's also important to note that although there has been a cut in central and state taxes, the current price of petrol and diesel is still significantly higher than before 2021. Now, I want to know your thoughts about this. How much have you been spending at the petrol pump, and what do you think about the current petrol and diesel prices in India? Be sure to leave your comments below and also like and share this video. Keep watching News 9 as well. I'll see you next time. Until then, this is Priyanka signing off. Namaste.